Hi everyone, my name is Hillary and this is part 2 of the proposal system video. This video is focusing more on the general settings rather than the pages that the submitters see. So we finished page 4, so we are down to screening and scoring config. So these right here are for during the screening and scoring processes. It determines what is shown to the screener or the scorer. So there are a few options for both the primary and co-presenters. So you can choose if you would like the presenter's name to be shown, the organization, their bio, and their credentials. You can choose not to show it. You can show it on one, or you can show it on both. And you have the same options right here for the co-presenter. The next section is General System Config. So this is just for the general request for proposal that you're setting up. You can choose if you would like to make a proposal editable, the request for proposals. So this will allow them to sign back in using their email address and a supplied code, so they can come back in and change stuff if they'd like. You can choose if you would like to add the presenter to the system as a prospect. So if you select this, it will add any presenters to prospects unless they're already in the database, which is done by searching their email address. If you've already been accepting proposals, you can add the presenters that have already submitted their proposals by selecting this button, Add All Presenters to Prospect List. The next section is for RSVPs that you can turn on if you'd like. I'm going to focus on those in another video, so we're not going to cover those right now, but there is the option for it. So this just allows the submitter to RSVP their intention to attend a related event, and then there's some verbiage that you can set up, as well as confirmation emails, yes and no. The next CK editor is for presenter agreement form. So if you need your submitter to agree to something before they actually submit their proposal, they can enter that right in here, or you can enter that right in here, and it'll force them to enter their initials. The next option is to include chairman message. So this includes the names and emails of the committee chairs in the confirmation message. If you don't have the chairs set up yet, it will still add it. It'll just have those fields blank. So if you don't have the chairman set up, you might want to deselect that. The next CK editor is proposal submission confirmation message. So once a submitter actually selects confirm and submit for their proposal, this is the email that gets sent to them. This replaces the generic thank you at the top of the confirmation email, just like it says right there. So if you want to add anything special to it, you can. When a proposal gets submitted, you can send the notification to admins, chairs, admins, and chairs, or not to send it at all. You can also choose who you would like to send the audit trail to. So if someone logs back in and makes any changes to their proposal, you can see that with this email. So you can have the same options as before. Do not send admin, chair, admins, and chairs. This email is the notification that gets sent to the screener or the chair once one has been submitted to their committee, or in general to the admin. So this goes out in the email and lets them know that they need to log in and review. So when a proposal gets submitted and they get this notification, they can log into the system, and if they scroll all the way down at the bottom, they'll see this proposal scoring. You'll see the title, the committee and how many are submitted and ready for screening. So if they select that, they get taken to this inbox, outbox sort of look. And the next option is screener chair instructions. So these are the instructions that show up if I were to select this click for instructions link. So I enter that. So you'll see the instructions come up right up there. So if you have special instructions for them, you can enter that in there. And when screening, if they select this, there we go. Okay. So you'll see that because I didn't select any of the submitter's information to show, it's not showing up on this screen at all. And it just gives you a general overview. You can set the status. So if you accept it, it goes to scoring, and you can assign the scorers. If it is accepted with reservations, they can come back in and change it if you allow that. And if it's rejected, then it doesn't get sent to scoring. And you can come in here, and because we don't have anyone on this committee, there's none in here, but normally these are filled with the members on that committee. If you don't want a notification to be sent to the reviewers, you can select this box. If you want the default to be not to send it, so to have this checked, you can select this box, which is directly under the screener chair instructions. It's a notification email default. So if I check this and refresh it, this would be checked. So it would automatically not send an email to to the reviewers. There are also the options to assign all committee members and continue. So if you have a big committee and you don't want to enter them in here, you can just hit this button. It'll automatically assign them all. Otherwise, you can just manually go in and select which ones are going to review it, and you can just assign those. Once a reviewer has been assigned to review, they'll get a notification, and this is where you can edit the notification that gets sent to them. The scorers and reviewers have the same click for instructions button. They just have a separate one ready for scoring that'll show up down here. So it's the same inbox outbox setup. So they'll have the same click for instructions, but you can enter different instructions for them right here. After the scoring has been completed, you can select either of these if you would like, which will send the score in the review email, which sends a detailed score breakdown to the submitter. And there's the option to send the average of all the completed scores. So you can send either or both of those. And those are the general settings for the proposal system. Let's see. Just a quick review to assign reviewers to a topic or a committee. You can come in here to topics and committees and hit edit for any of these. And once it loads, it will give you the drop down of all of your members, and you can come in here and assign the members to them, to the committees, and then you can assign the reviewers based on who is in the committee. If you would like to allow your members to sign up to review themselves, you don't want to have to add them, you want them to add themselves, or select which committees they would want to review for, there is this box right here, which I am going to make another video on, but this allows your members to choose their own topics and committees, what they would like to review for. Okay. Have a great day.